want to welcome you back to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. Of course, you can reach us every night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, Blog Talk Radio, DreamChasersRadio.com as well. We do have our weekly episodes that go up, and I will be changing that every week. As a matter of fact, I believe that we change every Sunday. So on Sundays, we'll have our favorite different shows that we love that are our favorited. So that's going to be an amazing thing that we've just added to the website. I want to welcome to the show an author, because you guys know I love authors. Author E.B. Kevin is on the show today. Welcome.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on your podcast.
Oh, thank you for being on the podcast. So let me ask you a question. You're an author, right? What is the
Yes.
title of the book that we're talking about today?
I recently published a fiction book and a non-fiction book. My fiction book is entitled Awa is Fighting Depression.
Okay.
It's a story of a young woman from Ivory Coast who was a joyful and friendly person and had a normal life. And Awa didn't really have a degree because her parents couldn't afford to send her to college. But fortunately, she was able to get a job through her best friend. And one day she almost lost everything, including her job and her best friend. And she became very depressed. She completely changed to the extent that her relatives and friends couldn't recognize her any longer. So Awa fought depression for a while, but she was able to overcome it. So basically, I wrote this book to help people who are depressed to overcome their depression. And I believe this book will also enable those who are friends, acquaintances, or family members who are depressed to help them overcome their depression. So that's the fiction book I recently published.
Okay.
The other book is a non-fiction book, which is entitled The Golden Rules of Friendship. In this book, I spoke about the importance of friendship, and I revealed how to make friends, not just friends, but good friends. Of course, no one is perfect, but there are good friends out there.
Right.
I also spoke about the advantages of friendship, the disadvantages of not having friends, the type of friends people should have, and the types of friends they should avoid. So this book will help people have successful friendships. So those are the two books I recently published: Awa is Fighting Depression and The Golden Rules of Friendship.
Nice. Wow. So what inspired you to write these books? I mean, you're a guy, now you're writing about women. What inspired you to write about these situations? Because most men don't understand. I'm just going to say it.
I wrote I wrote Awa is Fighting Depression because I was depressed for a few months, and I realized how dangerous and painful it is. And I also did my research on depression, and I found out that about 264 million people around the world are depressed. So I thought it would be a good idea to help other people who are fighting depression by revealing the secret to overcoming depression through this fiction story, as I was able to overcome my depression. And if it worked for me, it can also work for others. And it's easier to talk about something I've experienced. So I chose a woman because I think it was just the idea just came to my mind. It's not something I planned. I just decided to choose I decided to use a woman as a character to write this fiction story. Yeah, so it's not something I planned. The idea just came to my mind.
Wow. Well, it's a good
And
choice because women do go
yeah,
through a lot
so
of a lot of emotions.
yeah, it's
Sorry.
true.
I'm sorry to
So,
interrupt you, but it's so true. It's so
yeah,
true.
it's true. so, so this is what inspired me to write Awa is Fighting Depression. And I wrote The Golden Rules of Friendship because I realized that friendship is often underrated and not valued. And many people face disappointment in their friendships, like friends betray one another, fight one another, or look down on one another.
Mm-hmm.
And some people struggle to make friends, or they make friends anyhow without having requirement for a friendship. Some people believe they don't even need friends. Therefore, I wrote this book to reveal the importance of friendship, how to discern a true friendship, make friends, and have successful friendships. I believe people will avoid many issues and reach their goals if they are able to spot like fake friends in their lives.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's so
so that's
true.
what inspired me to write The Golden Rules of Friendship.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so how long did it take you to write these two books? I mean, you have two books out. Most people that are on the show only have like one book out, but they've written other books, but you have two books. So how long did it take you to write those books?
It took me 14 days to write the
Ah,
two books.
what?
Yeah,
What are you on? Speed? 14 days?
yeah, I
Literally?
wrote that. Yeah.
What? Wow. Now, I have heard of people writing books in a fast pace, but 14 days has got to take the cake for me. Wow. All right, so 14 days is like super fast. So, I mean, let me ask you a question. Where did you get your ideas? Because 14 days, dude, really?
I would say it's passion and hunger. You know, like I think my hunger pushed me to write like more books because I'm never
Mm,
satisfied. In my mind, if I can write one book, then I can write two. If I can write two, I can write three. You know, so and I also wake up like early in the morning, to write my books. So
mm,
this allow me to write them within a short period of time.
mm-hmm.
So how do I get my ideas? I spend hours thinking every single day. I get my ideas through thinking. To me, thinking is a crucial part of my life that leads to great ideas and achievements. And I also take a shower to gather ideas.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, so I spend lots of time in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, I never heard of that. That is so
So,
cool though. I mean, it's so good that you found your movement, you found your inspiration. I think I'll just go ahead and make that an excuse to be in the jacuzzi for a little longer. I'm waiting for that inspiration to come. I'll blame it on you. So,
yeah,
okay, so what advice do you give to other writers?
a writer should be a good reader because, I mean, by reading a lot of books, you actually pick up on other people's writing style
Hmm.
and you build more knowledge. So I think writers should read a lot and they should have fun writing. They shouldn't just write to make money, but they should have fun writing and write to impact other people's lives and to
Mm-hmm.
help other people solve their issues.
Mm. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Where can people get your book? Where can they purchase? Where can they look for you?
You can find my books on Amazon, Joel Books, Google Books, Book Depository, and xlibraries.com, which is the publishing house I work with, and also at the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. But
Oh,
the books will be available in more bookstores.
hmm. Wow. Wow. I want to thank you for being on the show today. Thank you so much for bringing, such a wonderful outlook, not only for people that just they have these issues, but you've given them a great way and a great medium to read the book, to understand what it is, to understand that they're not alone going through this process. Thank you again so much. EB Kevin guys on the show. Thank you again so much for being on the show. You guys, thank you again so much. We're going to have all of EB Kevin's information in the description box below the interview. So if that is highlighted, please click on it. It'll take you straight to the page. If it's not, please highlight it, click on it, copy it, paste it into your browser, and click enter. It will take you straight to the page. It works just as easier. It's just a little bit more work on your part to get it done. But thank you, EB, so much for being on the show. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio. And don't forget, to Dare to Be Different, guys. Yo, E.B. Kevin, thank you so much.
Thank you, Yaya. It was a pleasure.
The pleasure's mine. Don't forget to dare to be different, guys. All right. Bye. I dare to be different. I dare.